What's good, YouTube? Yo, welcome to a video of something that I thought was interesting. It's not really the normal content I usually like react to, upload. It's more like an educational video, I think. It's about European stereotypes explained. Now, I think a lot of people are very uneducated about Europe in general. They think a lot of like dumb stuff still happens in Europe that hasn't happened in like maybe 50 years. Especially Americans, not calling you out, but let's be honest. Yeah, maybe we'll learn something today. All right, I'm curious. Also, my voice is fucked. It's hanging on a thread. But hey, I'm here. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna react to European stereotypes explained. Let's go.
Eastern Europe, the Nordics, the British Isles.
No. They're no longer European, remember? They have stopped being associated with European, so they don't consider themselves European anymore.
Southern Europe, Western Europe.
Did you just eat sand? What the fuck? Western Europe, and they show... Oh, that's German, right?
Fake Europe. We all have our own
Turkey is half European, alright? There's like a certain section that's part of Europe.
Stereotypes. And today I'm going to be going through all those European regional preconceptions and rating if said stereotype is accurate or not.
Wait, there's no Netherlands?
Our own stereotypes. And today I'm going to be going through all those European regional preconceptions and rating if...
Man, that's some bullshit. And before you go say, oh look, no, this is the Dutch flag. No, it's not, bitch. This is the Luxembourg flag. Our flag is dark blue, not light blue, okay?
And rating if said stereotype is accurate or not on a scale of 1 to 10. Basically,
I want to laugh at my own people, man. Maybe he goes off on Dutch people. I really hope so.
The myth busting, but yo, I'm European as well, so it's okay. I swear it's okay, guys. First off, Germany. The general kind of stereotype for these guys is that they're obsessive recyclers with no sense of humor at all. The idea of them in my head is that they're either rich, clean-cut, balding, lycra-wearing guys called Wilhelm or some shit, and they always wait if there's a red light at the crossing, even if there's not a car in sight, or they're on...
Yeah, because they're civilized. Also, you can get a fine for crosswalking. But it doesn't really help your argument here.
Germany. The general kind of stereotype for these guys is that they're obsessive recyclers with no sense of...
Like, how can you say Germans are not funny and then show this guy, bro? Like, arguably the funniest German creator online ever.
Humor at all. The idea of them in my head is that they're either rich, clean-cut, balding, lycra-wearing guys called Wilhelm or some shit, and they always wait if there's a red light at the crossing, even if there's not a car in sight, or they're on the complete other side of society, football hooligans or techno gimps or both. And the only time...
That's a Dutch person, bro. Don't be racist now. All right, he's Dutch. He comes from Netherlands. Okay, that clip is from the Netherlands, not German. How dare you, bro? I'm offended now.
These two types of Germans cross paths is at 6 AM when the unhinged techno goblins are on their way home from the club, completely fucked up, and the clean-cut Germans are on their way to their 300,000 euro a year job, designing eco-friendly toilet seats or some shit, using a sustainable form of transport, of course. I actually wrote that before I visited Germany a couple weeks ago, and now that I'm back, I can say for a fact, whilst it turns out not everyone wears lycra and pedals 1,000 euro bikes like it's a matter of life or death, they are
1,000 euro bikes. That's crazy, bro. There's no way people have 1,000 euro bikes. Only like the very competitive peddlers, bro.
absolutely obsessive with recycling and also crossing the damn road in the correct way. This was genuinely the worst thing about Berlin. Berlin might actually be the best city on earth if they A, didn't have the Brandenburg Gate, and B, didn't care so much about fucking jaywalking. Like, I'm trying to get places, man. I'm trying to be efficient with my time. If there's not a car and
you can get arrested for jaywalking in Germany. That's why they give a shit. The cops can arrest you for doing that, or they can fine you. Well, not arrest. They can detain you.
sight, I don't want to hear a fucking collective from the crowd of people waiting when I inevitably cross the fucking road, dude. It's my life, okay? If I evaluate something's risk-free and perfectly sensible for me to do, I will do that. You know what?
Yeah, but it is behavior that is looked down upon in that society, and you're outside their society and their norms, so they will look down on your behavior because it's deemed as bad behavior. That's just very humane behavior.
I won't do blindly follow orders that make no sense. Sound familiar, Germans? Yeah, so I was in Berlin with the boys, right? One day, I woke up late. Everyone was on the other side of the city already. And like a true German, I cycled from Schöneberg to like fucking Mitte. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, during this bike ride, I kid you not, I got told off by the police for giving way to them. I was in the bike lane at an intersection. My lights were green, but there was a police van turning towards the crossing. So naturally, I stopped dead in my tracks like we do in the UK. Turns out, my generosity and submission to the authorities was offensive to these guys.
What?
5 German bike-obsessed weirdos behind me start screaming. The policeman leans out the window and shouts, what I can only imagine in a German translation is, "Fucking cross the road, you English." That's how crazy they are about following the rules in this country. The rules literally take higher precedent than the police themselves.
Sorry, I'm also eating my lunch. My bad. Listen, the reason why you didn't have to... it's a ridiculous situation you're describing right now. I don't know if it's real or not, but if it's real, the reason why people were screaming at you that you shouldn't have given them priority is because unless they have their lights on, they do not have priority. They're just a normal car or truck or whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of the reason. Unless they are in their not in there, unless they have their sirens on, right? That's why when it's become a priority vehicle. Other than that, it's just a car. He has to abide to the same laws as everyone else.
Regarding my initial perceptions of German people, in truth, they are actually probably more of a hybrid between these two stereotypes I had. Because, for example, in Berlin, I swear to God, we was in some dingy, dark, degenerate techno club. All the insane shit you can imagine happening. So many fucking laws being broken. But on God, in the corner, there was a bin with all the special recycling sections in it. Germans could literally partake in the freakiest, fucking most illegal, immoral, insane shit your brain could ever comprehend, and then refuse to throw their glass bottle in the wrong part.
I think this is purely speculation, by the way. I think the reason why people think Germans and Dutch people and pretty much like the whole region between those, like Luxembourg and what the hell is that called in English? Belgium, that's it. Is probably because there's some sort of local autism spectrum between the countries. Now, hear me out. Hear me out before you call me like stupid or deranged. But I have noticed behavior in these 4 specific countries from people where they like things tidy. They don't like to talk to each other. They don't really like to socialize. They are very about rules, right? And I'm not saying all of them are autistic, right? But I do think autism is very inherent in the majority of these cultures. And maybe not just in the way that you think of, like, oh, everyone has autism. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm more like the rules and the expectations of people in the country are very tailored towards specific kinds of autism. Now, like I said, it's all speculation, all right? Don't pin me down, all right? I am not a psychologist. I am barely a smart person. But that's just my take.
Of the bin. It's truly a phenomenon. I'm thinking 7 out of 10 for accuracy on that stereotype. Austria and Switzerland are almost exactly the same. However, their stereotype is a lot more based around cattle herding and Stein sinking. More rural, less German baller. I've been to both these countries now, and the only really massively standout stereotypical thing that's 10 out of 10 correct is the fucking price of shit. I paid €30 for a Burger King.
What? I mean, that's... Oh, no, wait, that's... Wow. Okay. Damn.
Fucking quid for a shitty Burger King. Not even a Mackey's. A Burger King. In Vienna, if you live there, the price of housing is actually dirt fucking cheap because, you know, they actually care about their citizens. But if you go as a tourist and you're trying to, like, book somewhere to stay, oh my god, man. I was literally...
Why do you think it's so cheap, bro? Why do you think it's so cheap? Oh, man. Yeah.
Scrolling booking.com doing the Napoleon pose. This was me, fam. The prices are insane. All of this went half an hour over the border. You can get a literal fucking mansion for 20 quid a night. Switzerland especially, though, is very well known for being ultra expensive, and I definitely fucking found out. So this is like 100% accurate, okay? I back this with proof. The craziest thing I came across in either of these countries, though, which really supports my previous jaywalking insanity claims, is that in Vienna, yeah, they got very decent fines for crossing the road in the wrong way. But the wildest thing about this is that if you jaywalk and people follow you and jaywalk as well, you get their fines added to yours.
Oh, what? Damn. That's crazy, bro.
It's like you instigated it, apparently. What the fuck? Yeah, not gonna lie, both these countries live up to their stereotypes. 8 out of 10. Now, the Benelux region, that's Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg.
Really? You're really just putting all of us together? Come on, man. We're the biggest of the three. Are you going? Oh, man. God damn it.
These guys are seen as like Germany light. They're still very hyper-focusy and OCD about trains, recycling, cleanliness, and bikes. These guys...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys love their bikes more than their significant others, I swear. However, they're also like Germans.
No, there's not really love for bikes. It's more just our primary way of getting around. Obviously, a lot of people have cars, right? Obvious. But just cycling is just such a norm here. Like when you're very young, you learn to ride a bike, and then you never unlearn it, and then, you know, before you are... Also, the fact that there are a lot of, like, it's very expensive to get a driver's license here. It's also very difficult because it's very, well, difficult. And a bike is just a great alternative. And then you also, you know, you got, like, public transport. It's really good here, too. So having a car isn't really necessary in the majority of cases here. So, and the bike infrastructure here is also very phenomenally done. So it just makes sense. It just really makes sense. But anyway, continue.
In that with great strictness and compliance comes a desperate need for an outlet, something gritty, disgusting, and naughty. Hardstyle gabber, skinhead, football hooligans. But what about big stereotypes? First things that come to mind are waffles, both Belgian and Stroop waffles, canals, windmills, and DRGS. Yeah, a big stereotype we have for them in the UK at least is that these guys are massive heads. I'm talking bags of anything, specifically for the YouTube.
Yeah, but that's the majority of just cities. If you go outside of like the major cities like Rotterdam and Amsterdam and The Hague, you'll find very little people there actually on drugs. It's very it's very concentrated in that specific areas because there's where the most gets sold. Majority for tourists buy them, by the way. But yeah, it's definitely something that's true. But if you go outside of like the main attraction cities, I call them, as in like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and The Hague, you'll barely find any people that actually do drugs. Like, ironically enough.
YouTube employees watching. I'm talking about big shopping bags full of Belgian beer and moule frites. Yeah, I don't know. There might be some truth with this stereotype though, because I would have to be cooked out of my mind off Rotterdam high grade or something a lot stronger to consider this shit as potential.
Hey. You can roast the fish, okay? Nobody really likes that. But you cannot roast a good bowl of pea soup, bro. You cannot, no. I refuse to acknowledge that. Alright? It looks horrible. Okay? It looks absolutely horrific. It looks like somebody puked in a bowl and put some fucking meat in it. Okay? Yeah. Absolutely. I 100% concur. However, this shit is good, bro. It fills. It's nice. It's warm. It just... I don't know, man. I really like pea soup. I think it's like the best soup ever. Although this one looks really, really bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is some like store-bought shit, bro. Like, you gotta make it yourself. You don't make just like something out of the packet. You don't get good quality out of some ready to like microwave ready shit, you know? You really gotta like put in the effort and actually make it yourself.
Potential food? Surely only...
Hey, yo, what? Nah, bro, you're not roasting... Nah. That's not what we're gonna do here, alright? You're not roasting our hagelslagerbrood. That's not... we're not gonna do that. No. Unacceptable.
Only people eat this shit. Realistically, the drugs are more of a...
What the fuck is that? I have no clue what that is. It's so gross. Where can I buy it? Someone tell me so I avoid it. It tastes nasty, gross. Please tell me, please. Bro, I have no clue what this is. It seems like some sort of sausage or some shit.
More of a touristy thing, along with the windmills and waffles and canals. And if there's one thing that would deeply hurt a Beneluxian citizen, it's labeling them based off what British tourists do in their lands. I'm gonna say 2 out of 10 for accuracy, otherwise I will have a Dutch revolution in the comments. They'll all just angrily spam that one word they always comment for some...
I already know what you're gonna say, bro. Gecondoleerd.
Reason. Hungary. They're general...
Oh, he's not even gonna say it? Ah, come on. It's either gecondoleerd or cancer. Either or both.
Stereotype is that they're mean and most likely involved...
Also, the fact he only roasted Dutch people but called it the... Nah, listen, man. You barely roasted the Belgian and the Luxembourgers, man. Come on. Really? I know we're the biggest around about the three, but come on, bro. You couldn't find any dirt on the other ones? You only roasted our country? Man. God damn it, bro.
In some kind of crime. Now, this one is just not true at all, man. In reality, I found that Hungarians are actually quite nice, hospitable, and involved in crime. So, 5 out of 10. Next up, Italy. I guess the main kind of stereotypes about Italians is that they're all either working for mafia mobsters or are the mafia mobsters. And
nah, it's only an American stereotype of Italians or people that think they're Italian, but they're just Americans with Italian grandparents.
and care way too much about food to be in a good financial position. Crime and food go hand in hand in this country, so much so that you will end up with shit like an entire multi-million-dollar mafia based around tinned tomatoes with some really atrocious crime involved. Amazing. Overall, as far as I can say though, honestly, seems like a relatively accurate stereotype if we're talking southern Italy. However, from Bologna upwards, different world completely. Lamborghinis, designer clothes, pizza, white buildings, white people, you name it. So I'll give this stereotype a 5 out of 10 for accuracy. Portugal, these guys have serious Balkan allegations, because when you compare it to Spain, right, the big difference is that when they fell off, when the economy crashed and everyone got super poor in Spain, they rapidly urbanized. Now you're left with two of the biggest cities in Europe and nothing else. Everyone lives in Madrid.
Yep. Not wrong.
Or Barcelona. However, when the same fall off happened in Portugal, they just kept farming. They stayed pretty damn fucking rural. They didn't do anything to rectify the situation.
Nope.
So they're just poor and agricultural now.
Basically, man, you gotta stay
Farming.
bro. Don't let
Industrialization.
deceive you. Don't focus on no
Urbanization.
bro. You gotta stay
Farming. It's legal.
too, bro. I don't know. Just stay
Farming.
When you combine this with how they essentially speak Russian Spanish, you're basically looking at a Balkan country. When I was in Porto last year, I remember seeing a totally wrecked, falling down house with a shirtless Portuguese man drinking a massive super bock outside it, directly under the massive bridge, which is literally Porto's main tourist attraction. In Madeira, I was on the bus and this
Nah, that's crazy.
seat was stuck permanently reclined and the fan above me was dripping brown liquid. Hey, I've been to Eastern European countries which are less Eastern European than Portugal. I swear. Those stereotypes, those Balkan allegations are 100% true. I mean this in an endearing way, okay? I love Eastern Europe. Now I was thinking, who could
Yeah, you better say that, otherwise they'll come for your ass, bro.
confirm this stereotype for me? Who do I know that could confirm this one? Well, how about
Hey guys, didn't see you there. My name is Motherfuckers, Roman. I'm a Russian YouTuber and welcome to my hood in Russia.
Oh.
No, it's not. This is actually Portugal, Lisbon.
Oh.
I know guys, crazy. Look at what's around me. Look guys, as a Russian who moved to Europe, to Western Europe, here to Portugal, I've been pretty, intimidated by the look of Western Europe. I was not really used to it. However, when I'm in areas like this, quite honestly, I feel like I'm at home. Also, almost feels like we're in Serbia. What I'm saying is, Portugal is a great place for an Eastern European to settle because a lot of the views here are close to my heart. So yes, Gio you asked me to confirm that Portugal is indeed Eastern Europe, and as a certified Eastern Europe expert on YouTube, I definitely confirm.
Oh, we got the Russian guy's confirmation. So I guess that's enough, right?
You know what European nation loves coming to Portugal? Especially this bit of Portugal, that's Brits. Now, I've talked about Britain and British stereotypes way too much already. So I'm gonna hand this over to a certain Filipino man who is cursed with the burden of living in the UK to hopefully give a new perspective on the situation.
Poor guy.
I have a few things to say about the British, right? There's a few stereotypes out there. Okay, there's loads of stereotypes out there. And today I'm going to address all of them because I am a British expert. I've lived among them. I've eaten with them. I've slept with one of them. I know everything about these motherfuckers, and I'm going to tell you about it.
Number one, bad.
Oh god. Oh, bad teeth. Oh, that's horrific, bro. That looks horrible.
Teeth.
Yeah, they do. They do have awful teeth. And I don't know why. Apparently they got good dental care, but they're always crooked or yellow. I think it's due to inbreeding. Number two.
It tends to be a thing, though. Inbreeding tends to, like, give people bad teeth. That is 100% correct. But I don't know if that's the reason. God damn, bro.
Their women are ugly. Now, all women
No.
are beautiful. but I can see where the stereotype
Comes from. Number
Yeah, it's starting to become a very, like, one-dimensional, right? Like, they all use the same makeup, they all the same use styles, same, like, clothing. There's not really any originality for the majority of the women you see there. But there's definitely, you know, some pretty women there. Obviously, I mean, everywhere, right? I mean, whether you live somewhere doesn't determine whether you whether there's like ugly or beautiful people, right?
3, they drink tea. This is kind of a pussy one, I can't lie.
And yeah, I guess they do like tea. I don't know, I've seen more coffee drinkers though, and like tea is kind of mid, when you kind of think about it,
It's not really hard enough.
I mean, I don't think people are gonna go out and sip tea in like a Starbucks or something like that, right? So they're probably just in their homes, you know, drinking tea and eating their biscuits, you know, and crumpets or whatever they eat, you know. So maybe you just haven't seen them do it. But I do think I think English still definitely drink tea, bro.
Number 4, they're all on coke.
Huh?
That's what I just made up myself.
I was about to say.
Prominent stereotype, but yeah, they're all on coke. All of them. Bricklayers, they're on coke. Street workers, they're on coke. Bin men, they're on coke. Racist? Yeah, they're racist. Yeah, fuck it. I don't know. Okay, Leo, I hope you're happy. I go.
The Irish stereotype
That was a very weird sequence, I'm not going to lie.
is literally just alcohol. I guess the only other thing they're
Irish,
cursed
yeah.
with abroad is, you know, being mistaken for British people. And as anyone with any slight knowledge of history will know, this is about the worst thing you could possibly even think in front of an...
Why do you think they always talk so, like, distinctive Irish? Because they do not want to be recognized as a British person.
Irish person. And whilst Irish people do tend to appreciate a bit of a moderate drink, let's say, the British Isles stereotype is so unforgivable. I'm gonna have to give this one a 2 out of 10. Spain. Now, I can think of a couple big Spanish stereotypes. A, it's just flooded with the worst humans you could ever encounter in your life. British tourists. Unfortunately, despite them doing their best job at discouraging such behavior...
Wait, what? Tourist, your luxury trip, my daily misery. Oh my god. Spain tourist backlashes Brits in bars, sprayed and pelted by protesters.
Yeah, I can confirm this stereotype about Spain. I've been on the bus through Marbella. I've seen things, straight traumatizing things that have given me so much shame for having this accent. But there are places, smaller towns, cities, without the plague of British expats. The problem is, no Spaniards actually want to live there because there's no economic opportunities. And when there's houses going for cheap in the Spanish countryside, you know who slips in? Fucking Brits. I mean, they already own a fucking peninsula of your land. And with all the Brits buying up the entire real estate supply here, I think we could be looking at a total takeover by 2050. This stereotype is going to be getting a 10 out of 10, sadly. I've seen it with my own eyes. If you don't want to come across like one of those ignorant tourists, the best way for you to fit in, to respect the culture, is to learn the language. That's where comes in. Using this online language learning platform, you can take...
Yeah, there's nothing more important if you're going to a country to visit and you have a slight or like a very basic knowledge on the language. It will get you far. Obviously, the majority of the countries, you know, in Europe, they will be able to speak English, but you will be hated for it. All right, you will be getting criticized, or like you will be silently get looked down upon when you come in and try to talk English. It's just how it is.
Personalized one-on-one lessons with native speaking teachers anytime, anywhere. Because it's just you and the teacher, you will really focus on your speaking and listening, more conversational skills, which will increase your confidence through
I mean... I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, maybe I'm sick.
interactions. For me, that's about 10,000% more useful than what I get out of conventional lessons. When I took language classes in school, I genuinely didn't gain any useful conversational skills. But 30 minutes on italki with my teacher, and I already had the basic phrases down.
So basically, if you're gonna say hello, how are you? You would just say something like hola, ¿cómo estás? Can you say hola, ¿cómo estás?
I mean, that's very basic, isn't it? I think I got that. I think I've been taught. Jesus, I can speak. I think I learned that in high school, bro. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Like,
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
that sounds very awkward. But hey, he's learning. All right, you don't ever kick somebody who's that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say you don't kick somebody down when they're up or something. I don't know. I'm getting a bit delusional, I think. I don't know. Something is going wrong today.
If you want to find a mentor that's a good match for you, just like I did, there's over 30,000 teachers and you can find...
Of course, Japanese is the most popular one. God, us weebs are so fucking shameless. Nobody wants to fucking care about some Mandarin ass shit or something. No. No Mandarin, no Korean, nah, Japanese. Oh god.
Teachers, and you can find the perfect one through some easy filtering. And best of all, with italki you can pay for each lesson individually. There's no subscriptions and lessons are priced from only $5. You get...
That's actually huge. I know this is his sponsor, but god damn.
3 trial lessons which are refundable, so there's no financial risk involved. Start your language learning journey now with the link below in the description, and don't forget, use that promo code GEOPOD24. This gives the first 50 users an extra $5 when they make their first purchase of $10 or more. So be quick, sign up now. italki is actually holding a language challenge from now till mid-October. You want to win rewards and get motivated to reach your language goals? If so, sign up for the italki language challenge today and surge past your language goal.
Please get rid of that mustache, bro. It either grow a beard or get rid of the mustache, because I don't know, man. It's not working. It's not working, man.
Goals. Do it. The lack of work relates to the next stereotype though, which is that Spaniards are lazy. Now, this mainly stems from the fact that in Spain, everything closes at like fucking 1:30 p.m. There's no Spaniards out on the streets. You're stuck with the Brits for a couple hours. This is because these fuckers have what's called a siesta, which means midday nap. They essentially pause everything they're doing and sleep for a couple hours in the middle.
Bro, I should have been Spanish, bro. Holy shit, that sounds amazing.
Of the day. It's so fucking funny, man. I love how Spaniards will defend this shit by reasoning that in Spain it's just too hot in the middle of the day to work, which I agree with, but the problem is the rest of the fucking world does not agree with this. On Wikipedia, there is a official list of countries ranked by average yearly temperature, which for some reason has 235 places listed as countries. I think it's territories too, I don't know. But anyway, place your guess. Out of 235 countries and territories, where does Spain rank for average heat? Sure.
Top 50.
Surely it must be top 20 if it's so hot they gotta sleep for 3 hours in the middle of the day. No? Okay. Top 50, surely. No? Okay. Top 100 then. Easy. No? Oh, well.
Bro, what?
It has to be top 150. No! Oh,
what?
Spain is listed as 166th out of 200 countries and territories.
That's crazy, bro. Where's the Netherlands? Probably. Why am I looking at the top 50, bro? I'm stupid. There's no way it's in the top 50.
Average heat. That's in the lowest fucking quarter of world heat. This is why everyone calls them so lazy. Look, do you think you'd see some geezer in Senegal taking a 3-hour nap in the middle of his work because it's too hot? No! And it's like 45 degrees on a cold day out there. Honestly, 10 out of 10 on this stereo.
I mean, the temperature per se isn't the only determining factor whether something is feels very hot or not. The humanity definitely plays a part, but even then, like, that reasoning is dumb. That reasoning is so stupid, bro. Very stupid. I mean, I would also defend it, you know, like, yeah, we just like to sleep, bro. Like, God, maybe I should do that too, man. Maybe I'll actually get some real sleep, you know?
Stereotype as well. Sorry, Spaniards, but you can't defend this, surely. France. Now, in Britain, we have some interesting views on the French. A friendly rivalry, you might say. Basically, just arguing over who can have the slightly less shit capital city with 10 million people that's cold and ugly. And on the
I'm not going to agree or disagree on that.
other side of the channel. In my opinion, London clears, but we can talk about that some other time. In brief, the stereotype about these guys is that they're rude, arrogant, stuck up, posh, lazy, smelly, and yeah, in general, quite bad hygiene.
Damn.
Which is, quite the claim to make as British people.
For real, though.
Whilst, yeah, this might be a little bit true, from my first-hand experience, I mean, some guy literally tried to fight me for giving a homeless man money the first night I was in Paris. Because he encouraged him to be homeless, you stupid British man. I'm better than you in every way, you scum. I eat snails and cheese you can't even comprehend, putain. However, I do actually think there are a lot of really nice, down-to-earth people who live in France. For example, the non-French people who live there. So
Oh my god. Oh my god.
6 out of 10 for accuracy. Scandinavia. The Norwegian stereotype is that they're all old-fashioned, bearded, gnome-like men smoking pipes, fishing for salmon in a fjord. This is completely incorrect. They're actually fucking ballers. And I have a conspiracy theory that Norwegians came up with this rhetoric in order to hide all the masses of fucking money they're making from public...
Wait, hold on, what?
They're actually fucking ballers.
Luxembourg? Oh yeah, that makes sense actually. Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense.
And I have a conspiracy theory that Norwegians came up with this rhetoric in order to hide all the masses of fucking money they're making from public knowledge, so they never have to share out their resources or their trillions, and they can keep on being fake leftists and keep all their money to themselves. Completely untrue. 0 out of 10 for accuracy. The stereotype about Finns is that they're drunk rednecks and have nothing to do all day apart from drink Finlandia and drive heavy.
They're like the diet version of Russians, I've heard.
Machinery. This is honestly probably about 80% true, because you gotta factor in the 600,000 startup tech ballers that have slick back hair and gilets and basically generate all of Finland's GDP. 8 out of 10 for accuracy. Swedes are kind of seen as the annoying, bragging relative that actually knows how to make money, has an actual population of more than 200 or whatever the other Nordics have, and thinks they're better than everyone else, to the point where they don't even bother socializing with other people. Hey, this might be a little bit accurate, like 5 out of 10 or something, but you know,
Why gotta be?
So I spent multiple hours of my life working on a section of this video that was meant to be here, but the entire thing got copyrighted.
Oh no!
7 a.m. in the morning, the sun has completely set, and I am pretty done with editing this video, so
I get what you mean, man. I hate editing too. Why do you think I'm doing reaction videos, bro? I do not give a fuck about editing, bro. It's the most terrible part of actually making YouTube videos.
what I'm gonna do instead is summarize the key points that we're meant to be playing now.
Okay.
So essentially, the Swedish stereotypes of the other Nordic countries is number 1, Norway, rich. To accentuate that point, I have a $200 million Zimbabwean banknote.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Finns are
makes no sense.
drunkards, but they are cool drunkards.
Ah.
Danes, however, they're not cool.
Okay.
They're drunk. And then finally Iceland. I mean, they don't
Nobody lives in Iceland, bro.
really like exist.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bro, sorry that we actually have humans living in our country, not just like animals. Oh wait, you don't even have them because you like genocide them. Danes are seen as like essentially incapable of fucking talking normally. They have the most horrendous accents known to man, and aside from the interesting animal stuff, they're generally seen as woke, head in the clouds, painting their entire apartment white, introverts, and depending on who you ask, Danes are either Germans that think they're better than Germans or Swedes that think they're better than Swedes. This is true.
Damn.
Relatively. 7 out of 10. You know who surprisingly possesses a similar personality trait? Czechians. They are Slavs that think they're better than Slavs. At least in the UK,
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
I think the stereotype about Czechians is that they're making beer guzzling crime affiliated Eastern Europeans, but this is fucking wrong. From experience, these guys totally distance themselves from all of Eastern Europe, but they have the worst roads in Europe. They have endless forests of commie blocks outside of Prague. Gambling is super popular. Beer and cigarettes cost nothing. Corruption and crime is prevalent, but they still pretend that Czechia is Western Europe. Ah, hell no. They literally changed their country's whole ass name for the sole purpose of sounding less uncivilized and disgustingly Eastern European and more.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, this video, man. Wow.
More German and good. The only accurate stereotype I've heard about Czechia is that their language sounds silly, so I'll give it a 1 out of 10 for truth. The other Slavic countries are a bit different though, because unlike Czechia, they don't completely despise their own identities. Instead, they actually have a lot of pride in their own identities, actually a bit too much fucking pride in their own identities.
Maybe, yeah.
For example, Poland will refuse to take one singular immigrant because we need to preserve our cultural identity, whilst at the same time, I'm pretty sure they have the biggest fucking diaspora in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. But they don't like that. They do not like that, bro.
Like 20 million Poles live abroad. The double standard is crazy. Uncle Ruckus type shit. I guess the stereotype about these guys is that they're drunk, violent, pickle-eating, cold-enduring meatheads. And that's not true, okay? Whilst they might have a tendency to fight brutal wars against each other despite being extremely similar, just having a bit of a border between them, in general, I think these guys kind of defy the stereotypes. I've been to Poland a bunch, and funnily enough, they're like 10 million times more advanced than Czechia. Everything's spotlessly clean, transport systems are super efficient, the roads are super well maintained, the shops are so convenient, especially Żabka, truly one of the best established.
Hey man, I'm impressed. This guy actually, did his research. He actually like visited these places, Like he's not just, making this video just for the sake of being racist or like being funny, right? He's trying to educate us. Well, I'm losing my voice. That's why I'm not really trying to talk as much anymore. Normally I would like pause a little bit more than I'm doing now, but as you can hear, my voice is yeah, it's about to fuck off. It definitely is.
Establishments in Europe. Poland is honestly more like a German city than any other German city I've visited, and if anything, the British tourists are the badly behaved, drunk, violent ones out here, not the Poles. So 4 out of 10 for accuracy. The Baltics have some very varied stereotypes. Estonia, they're rich, stuck up, and LARP as Nordics, despite literally not that long ago being part of the Soviet Union. Not gonna lie,
I mean, I don't think they had a lot of choice, let's be honest.
They speak essentially Finnish, their food is essentially Finnish, and one thing's for sure, they drink like Finns. And Tallinn honestly feels more Nordic than Helsinki, so I give this one 7 out of 10 for accuracy. Latvia is like the complete, absolute opposite stereotype. They're broke Eastern Europeans that sit around all day drinking kvass in the forest. Yeah, it might be true the only reason Rail Baltica can't work is because the train would have to go through Latvia and they're corrupt and dead broke.
You don't get it yet, do you? I just gave you an opportunity of a lifetime, bro. And I'd be damn, I'd be disrespected like this.
I don't know about the sitting around all day part. I don't know about the lazy allegations, because the truth is, you have to be dedicated, be motivated if you're gonna wake up at the crack of dawn and walk to the liquor store. The truth is...
True. Listen, man. There's a lot of broke people, right? But there's even a lot of drug addicts. But what a drug addict is compared to somebody who's broke, they for damn sure are gonna make money somehow to get that fix, bro. So if you're broke, just know you are more lazy than a drug addict. Counts for me too. So, you know.
Alcoholics are the hardest grinders in the world. They're always motivated, working around the clock, working so hard to get what they want in life, that being 45% black balsam. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10 for accuracy. Lithuania. Now, from my research, the only stereotype about these guys is that they're mean, like cold and unfriendly and introverted. Well, I was in Vilnius airport on a layover for like 45 minutes.
Truski, man.
And some old lady told me which food spot I should avoid because it would give me food poisoning. So I disagree. She had my back and she saved me from E. coli. 0 out of 10 accuracy.
Nice. Fascists have no voice. Shut up, German. Georgian Legion, not German Legion, you idiot.
Fascists have no voice. Shut up, German. Yeah. Yeah.
Georgia is a US state.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna crash out! One of the main stereotypes about Georgians is that they're hospitable. This is even depicted in the main statue in the capital, where the woman holds a bowl of wine to greet people who come as friends in one hand and a sword in the other for those who come as enemies.
Hey, bro, we gotta get this, everywhere, bro. Who needs border patrol if you have a big ass robot mech with a sword or like a bowl? Trust me, bro. Illegal immigrants are no worries, man. They just get chopped up.
And you know, there have been a lot, I can't lie. And this stereotype is thankfully very true. I get constant DMs from people saying they visited Georgia because of me and they loved it, and the people were all very nice to them, gave them free food.
Personally, I've never heard of this country before. Yeah. I guess my education has failed me in informing me that this is a European country.
Free alcohol and just a good time. So this stereotype is very true and I'm very grateful for that. Speaking of alcohol though, there is also a stereotype about Georgians being drunk. Now listen, imagine drinking wine that...
Bro, what is with all these like Eastern European countries with like a bunch of drunk stuff? like from the Netherlands to like France. Germany's not. Oh wait, France is down here. In Germany, it kind of stops, and then after that, just everywhere. I don't know why.
It tastes just like the grapes they were feeding Roman emperors. Sweet, but not too sweet, and it gets you drunk very nicely. Now imagine you have a whole cellar with literal tons of that wine. You're gonna be chugging it. Honestly though, yeah, this stereotype is partly true because people in rural Georgia get wasted. There is literally nothing there to do other than farm and drink wine. So outside of the cities, there's a huge drinking culture because literally everyone makes their own alcohol or the ethanol disguised as a drink named cha-cha, which goes up to 80% alcohol, which...
What? Wait, hold up. I have here isopropylic alcohol. 70%. 70%. You're telling me this drink is 85? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Oh yeah, I'm losing my voice. This has to be the last one.
Even the most alcoholic people can't stand more than 3 shots off. But Georgian villages really go crazy on the alk. I'm sitting on the table. I'm like, please, no more, no more. And then they pour up 2 full glasses of wine just for me. I'm just not built like that, bro. But in the cities, we just drink beer and cocktails. Also, I don't know if Geopold mentioned this, but Leo is a bad bitch. Literally, anytime I get drinks with him, Ice Spice starts playing in my head because he always gets Aperol Spritz, which is literally reserved for Instagram model. This is the reason why I made a poll in which 91%, more than 1,500 people, voted that Leo was in fact a twink. Another stereotype is that Georgians are very religious, and this stereotype is extremely true. Listen up, bro. If you've literally been only bordered by these buff Turkish and Persian men constantly trying to make you Muslim, and you flex on them by making pork shawarmas and putting 5 Christian crosses in your flag, you gotta have a certain level of dedication that most countries cannot get to. Every taxi driver passing by a church crosses themselves while they're driving for every church they pass, and a lot of people get surprised by this. But when you look at the history at this point, it's more of a fuck you to the constant invasions. So yeah, this stereotype is extremely true. Also, everyone comment Leo.
Moving on, we got Romania. Look, we all know the stereotype. We all know what I'm talking about. All I'm gonna say, I'm about 70% sure that during the singular day I was in Bucharest.
What is this video, bro? What is this video?
Last year, someone attempted to pickpocket me. They were not successful, but you know, for some reason a guy brushed really close past my pocket in a completely empty pharmacy when I was looking around. So as far as I'm concerned, it's all accuracy. Like all I'm seeing is accuracy. Nah, I'm joking. They do have other stuff to do in Romania.
He's practicing to go through a window. Nah. Oh,
yeah,
man.
than just pickpocket, like human trafficking. Talking about human trafficking, finally we got the Balkans. Now look,
damn, what a transition.
On this channel, and one of the real big stereotypes I get screamed at in the comments, in my DMs, on every single comment section in the world ever, is that they're all Turks. That every individual difference in this region of the world is completely invalid because they're all Ottoman fucking 100% Turkish Turks. And what I have to say about this is 0 out of 10 accuracy. If any of these obsessive, insanely devoted Ottoman nationalists did the tiniest bit of research, they would realize this entire region is rightfully North Macedonian land.
Oh. What the fuck? Bro, where does this guy find all these clips, man? Oh, okay. That was the video, man. Oh, man. Make sure to leave a like. All right, subscribe to his channel. I just did that, by the way. I'm not lying. You know, like, why would I recommend you to do what I say, and then I'll do it myself? Anyway, that was the video, man. Wow, that was quite the video. I'm gonna keep it short because my voice is about to die. God damn it. Yeah, so let me know what you thought about the video, and like and subscribe. And with that being said, I don't know. Whatever. With that being said, that's about it. Take care.